JBN, we keep you informed. Bodies believed to be missing and over men found in sinkhole. 3 bodies investigators believe to be those of men who went missing after they were ambushed by gunmen in Green Island, Hanover on April 22 were found in a 40-foot deep sinkhole in Phoenixtown yesterday. The gruesome discovery was made by the police and the firefighters who were conducting a search for Jovane Indian Anderson, Chescott Chris Douglas, and Sean Russell. 3 or 4 men who came under heavy gunfire. The 4th man, who suffered gunshot wounds but managed to escape, recounted details of the incident. Investigators said that DNA would provide conclusive proof. Based on the information that we already have, we are basically satisfied that these are the men we have been searching for, said an investigator who requested anonymity because he was not authorized to speak to the press. Yesterday, members of the police's forensic team and the Hanover Fire Department climbed down through an opening in the underground cave where they stumbled upon the decomposed bodies. It took the team several hours to remove the remains. According to reports, on April 22, 4 men traveled to Green Island where they had made arrangements to purchase motorcycles. However, they were ambushed. Brenda Chambers, aunt of one of the missing men, said that she was convinced that the remains are those of her nephew and his 2 friends. She says the family can now get closure. Although the police not catch the man them who killed them, but we still feel glad for know so them find them body. We can sleep peacefully now, she said. Chambers said that the families would be relieved to offer the deceased a proper burial. Firearm and ammunition seized in Greenwood, St. James. A team of officers assigned to the St. James Police Division seized 1 firearm and 4 rounds of ammunition during an operation in Greenwood, St. James on Tuesday, May 26. Reports from the Montego Bay Police are that about 12:40 p.m., lawmen were in the area when a premises was searched and a 9mm Ruger pistol with a magazine containing 4 9mm rounds of ammunition was found. No one was arrested in relation to this seizure. Investigation continues. 2 charged for shooting offenses. The police yesterday charged 2 men with shooting with intent and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, following 2 separate shooting incidents in Kingston and Clarendon. Charged are 31-year-old Dorian Taylor of Tangerine Road in Kingston and 27-year-old fisherman Dazzle Bailey of Rocky Point in Clarendon. According to the police, about 6:45 p.m. on Tuesday, May 12, Taylor opened gunfire at a man who was walking along the roadway. A report was made and he was subsequently arrested. In the second incident, it is reported that about 10 p.m. on Wednesday, May 20, Bailey fired gunshots and injured a man who was walking along a dirt road in his community. The injured man made a report to the police and Bailey was arrested. Their court dates are being finalized. Police sergeant charged with shooting with intent in downtown Kingston. A police sergeant who was accused of illegally shooting a man on Matthews Lane in downtown Kingston almost 5 years ago has been slapped with a criminal charge. The policeman, identified as Andre Harris, has been charged with the offense of wounding with intent following an investigation by the Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom and a ruling by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, ODPP. A file was sent to the ODPP for a ruling on October 16, 2019, and a decision was received on March 23, 2020. The charge stemmed from a shooting on September 3, 2015. Sergeant Harris has since appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court, where he was granted bail in the sum of $250,000 with 1 to 2 sureties. The next mentioned date for his case is October 7, 2020. Keith Clark trial paused for immunity case hearing. The quest for justice by the family of Keith Clark, who was killed in a military operation 10 years ago in the hunt for the criminal Christopher Dudus Coke, will drag on even more following the latest ruling of the Court of Appeal. In a May 5 decision, the court granted a request of the accused Jamaica Defense Force soldiers to have their trial paused until the hearing of an appeal in relation to the so-called and belatedly signed good faith certificates. that were expected to grant them immunity from prosecution. In February, a panel of Supreme Court judges ruled that the certificates, which were signed in 2016, 6 years after the incident, were unconstitutional, manifestly unfair and unreasonable based on the circumstances in which they were issued. The lower court also said that such certificates in general do not prevent the Director of Public Prosecutions from bringing a criminal case against anyone who benefits from them. It ordered that the case be restored to the trial list. But Corporal Odell Buckley, Lance Corporal Greg Tingling, and Private Arnold Henry want the ruling tested in the Court of Appeal and have now successfully got a stay of the trial till the court pronounces on the good faith certificates. Justice Marva MacDonald Bishop, the single judge who considered the application for a stay of the trial, said the soldiers have more than a fanciful prospect of success on some of their claims, and in the interest of justice, the trial should wait, while noting that further delays must be a matter of grave concern for Clark's widow, Claudette. The judge said the circumstances of the case and the issues regarding the good faith certificates are not only unusual but unprecedented. The soldiers, the justice said, are also facing grave consequences since they are in peril of losing their liberty. The balance of justice, but also the balance of convenience, is in favor of delaying the trial, the judge concluded, noting that precious judicial time could be wasted if the trial goes ahead and the soldiers later win their appeal against the ruling that stripped them of immunity. Clark was shot 21 times and killed at his Kirkland Heights home during an operation conducted by the Jamaica Defense Force purportedly to capture coke. Men believed linked to stealing ring targeting Kingston businesses held. The police have nabbed 3 men who they believe have been key members of a stealing ring involving persons traveling around with steel cutters and breaking into businesses in sections of the corporate area, mainly in downtown Kingston. The men, 39-year-old J.D. Ellis, a taxi operator of Penn Street, 18-year-old Kobe Smith of Mark Lane, and 23-year-old Kima J. Dean of Regent Street, all in downtown Kingston, have all been charged with shop breaking with intent. Reports are that on May 9 at about 7:05 p.m., a police team on patrol saw the men at a shop at Brentford Mall near Crossroads in Lower St. Andrew, acting in a manner which arose the suspicion of the law enforcers. Checks were made and it was discovered that the padlocks on a shop had been cut, and a steel cutter was found in a motor car that was allegedly being driven by Ellis. The men were subsequently arrested and charged. A date for their appearance in court is being finalized by the police. In relation to another incident of a similar nature in May, this time in Clarendon, a 61-year-old man, Maurice Swaby, otherwise called Rasta, of Chateau in the parish, has been charged with shop breaking and larceny. Reports are that about 3 a.m. a businesswoman was alerted by a security company that her store had been broken into, and the police were summoned. On the arrival of law enforcers, CCTV footage from the store was viewed, and Swaby was reportedly identified removing items from the store. He was later arrested and charged. A date for his appearance in court is being finalized by the police. No new COVID-19 case in 24 hours. Recoveries up to 284. For the third time in 2 weeks, Jamaica has recorded no new positive case of coronavirus COVID-19 on the island over a 24-hour period. This while recoveries rose by 5 to 284. The Ministry of Health and Wellness made the revelation in a news release on Thursday. The island now has a 49.9% recovery rate, while the number of confirmed cases remain at 569, the ministry said. The total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases is comprised of 75 imported cases, 215 that are contacts of confirmed cases, 27 local transmission cases not epidemiologically linked, 235 linked to a workplace cluster, and 17 under investigation. Some 335 or 59% of the 569 confirmed cases are females, and 234 or 41% are males. Their ages range from 2 months to 87 years. Jamaica has done a total of 11,460 tests for COVID-19. In addition to the 569 positive results, there have been 10,858 negatives and 33 are pending, the ministry said. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember, subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.